Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Dear Madam Adam live. As always, I am your host, Madam Adam. Welcome to it. Let's see. Got a few emails this week, which is really nice. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we've got a couple of these. There's a few up in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at least. Yeah. So we got some stuff to talk about. We'll see how many of these we get through today. So welcome, everybody. Hello. Hi. Thank you for being here. It's been a busy day. Had some really great clients today, really good readings, just general readings, just cute little 30-minute sessions. But it's no matter how big or small the reading is, everybody still says the same thing. Everybody always says, yes, I have a lot of information to take in and process right now. Thank you. And I'm like, okay, cool. So everybody gets a lot, no matter how much time we spend together. So, yeah. So I got up this morning, went back to the hospital to see Dustin, spent lunch with him in a little while. Some friends came up to visit him. He's had a lot of visitors, which has been really great. And then I came home, had my clients. Then I had to go run some errands and get dog food and shit like that. Then I went back to see Dustin, hung out with him for a little while, walked him outside so we can get some fresh air. Left him with his mom, and here we are. So, yeah, busy day. Tomorrow will be a little bit lighter, and I get to get back in the pool tomorrow, which is great. So, really looking forward to that. So, yeah. Thank you to those of you that have written in already this week. dearmadamadam@gmail.com. Thank you very, very much. Yes, I agree. I am ready for this hellish year to be over as well, and to have my husband back home and get him treatment he needs, and just on the road to getting back to the guy I know. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Mhm. Longest and the shortest year. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Well, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for me if you're in the live hanging out, listening for the reads. Yes, he did. He is getting slowly better. He is slowly improving. So we went for a walk around the hospital floor. Yesterday it was just one lap around. Today it was a lap and a half. So he's getting better, you know. He's getting there. He's rebuilding his strength and his muscle mass, and it's just going to be a long road for him, especially with treatment and stuff like that. It's going to be a process. So yeah, definitely improvement. Obviously we want him to get stable enough so that he can go home and outpatient his treatment. So he can be home, he's just not quite there yet. So yeah. Oh, and don't forget, friends, the classes are coming up on the 27th as well. So Tarot 101 and Tarot 102, there still might be a few spaces available if you sign up. There is also an afterpay option. If that makes your life easier. All right. Well, let's get to these emails. All right. Naomi wrote in again. Excuse me. Dear Madam, healing vibes and good wishes for you and Dustin. Thank you. I'm doing okay. It's been a slow holiday season for foot traffic, so shifts have suffered. We just had an ice storm pass through and really horrid flooding up in the Flathead area with bridges being washed away. So yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to stay as optimistic as my daughter about how my hours are going to go, and I've let my coworkers who may need to swap shifts or have shifts covered let me know, etc. Anyways, again, I'm rambling. If there's time, then please get a reading just to kind of see what the cards are feeling this week ahead, and if hectic or weather and such is making me overthink things, which I swear I'm a pro at. Yes. Anyways, love to your stuff and love to you and Dustin. Yes. Let's see what we've got, Naomi. Let's look at what potential there is for the week ahead. Yeah. Wow, nothing but knights, man. That's really interesting. Knight of Wands, Swords, and Cups. So nothing but knights. That's really interesting. Um, all right, so the best way to break this down is to remember what the spread is, right? To remember what the questions are attached to each card. What is the message, why, and how do we handle it? So the message is that we need to remain passionate. Yes, remain passionate, be direct, be forward, have courage, don't be afraid to act and to, get excited about life. But like, why? Because we've needed to be reactive, we've needed to jump, we've needed to have fast action, but now we need to slow down again and we need to find slow and steady movement. You've had to be really passionate before, reacting to all of the stuff going on. Well, now it's like, okay, great. Remain passionate, but pull back and don't be so reactive. Try and take things as they come. Go with the ebb and flow of the weather. Make sense? Good. But all of these nights in general suggest that there's a lot of movement happening. There's a lot of stuff moving around. There's a lot of moving parts. Excuse me. All right. All right. This one is from Caro. Hello, dear. It's Sunday, and Sundays are always with Madam Adam. Recently, things have been going well here. I'm enjoying nature, work is growing, and I'm getting married next week. Congratulations. Yet sometimes I still feel drained, as if my body isn't fully content. Perhaps it's tiredness, perhaps something else. Is there something I need to bring my attention to in order to truly allow myself to thrive? That would be my question for today. Blessings to you. May you always thrive as well. Regards, Caro. Thank you. All right, let's see what we've got. For Caro. Hmm. Yeah, I think it's mostly the tired stuff. I think it's mostly that. Four of Swords energy, they need to rest. Rest your mind and body, knowing you've done enough for you. There's this laid back attitude that we kind of need to have where, like, shit is hard enough as it is. There's enough problems. We don't need to overthink it. We don't need to overdo it. Um, we just need to kind of sit back and let things unfold. So death is part of how we handle this. You understand the change is going to happen with or without you. So you don't need to push or usher in change. The vibe again is sit back and kind of let things unfold. You should be focused more on your rest than anything. Sleeping on it before you make any big decisions, that kind of thing, you know? Yeah. Are we having a good time? I hope so. Thank you for joining me this evening. Excellent. Very good. Yeah, Naomi, you got it. Good. Happy to hear it, friends. Okay, so I've got another one from Eden. Eden W, if you're in the chat. Says, hi, Madam Adam. I'm officially shooting my shot for a possible free reading. No pressure, just vibes. Either way, I already know I'll be saving up for a full reading with you someday because I've been following you for the past few months, and wow, the way you speak on the cards hits every single time, like wide eyes, goosebumps. Okay, the universe is definitely watching me kind of hits. That's so great. I come across a lot of readers and I truly respect the work and energy they all put in, but yours is the one that consistently stands out to me day after day. Your interpretations feel so aligned with what's happening in my life that it honestly amazes me. That's so amazing to hear. Thank you. Um, thank you. Like so many people right now, I'm going through my own stresses and feeling a bit like I'm holding on by a thread. I'm doing the inner work, trusting the process and trying to move forward, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little scared of what's ahead. If there were ever a chance to receive even a small bit of insight or reassurance, just to know I'm on the right path and not completely off course, it would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for everything that you do. I'll absolutely keep watching everything that pops up on my feed and YouTube. And here I am shooting my shot with gratitude and good energy. Thank you, Eden. Well, Eden, it's time. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Well, similar to the previous reading I just did with the Queen of Swords, you're in the midst of some change, Eden. There's things happening, things unfolding, change happening. And you need to be ready for anything, but not anticipating negatives in a way that you don't enjoy your life. Do you know what I mean? It's a mix of both. So, Nine of Wands energy, boundaries is really what we're talking about. Protecting yourself enough to like know that you'll handle it if and when it's a problem. Right? Nine of Wands energy, having boundaries is not about building a wall and hiding behind it. It's about putting on the armor and getting back out there. So, Page of Wands energy, rekindle the passion, my love. You're on the right path if you're excited about living, um if you're optimistic about your progress. Excuse me. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so tired today. But if you're excited about your progress, and you should be, but that's how you know you're going the right way. But protect yourself in a way that no matter what comes your way, you're ready to handle it. It's not a case by case basis. It's just protecting yourself in general from negative energy, evil, harm, etc. Okay? Especially since you're, afraid of what's ahead and uncertain and, you know, protection makes sense. But keep that passion. Corey, seriously needing a little guidance. Hi, Madam Adam. I've recently moved, currently searching for a new job and not having any luck at all, which is really putting a strain on my marriage. I'm not really sure how much longer I can keep up this facade of being okay with everything when it all seems to be falling apart. Looking to see what the future may have in store for me, if there's a new career, and if my marriage heals through this time. Wow, Corey. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Obviously, it's about the effort that you put into things right now. I'm sure you know that. So be willing to fight for what you want, especially when it comes to your marriage. Okay. So I got a couple things for you. One, I think you're going to be okay, but like to a Wands energy, we have to zoom out here and embrace the big picture, the larger point of view. What has been the commonality of things that you succeeded at, that you made money at, that you were good at, that you enjoyed in a career capacity? And let's try to mold that into something that you can seek for you, right? Six of Swords energy is about the need for you to take things day to day. You really got to go slow and steady one day at a time. And when it comes to your marriage, we have to kind of go back to the romance, Knight of Cups. We have to get back to the fun loving, What did we used to do when we first got together? What was it about each other that we really enjoyed, and how do we explore that again, So we have to kind of go on dates again. We have to reconnect like that. But when it comes to career stuff, you got to zoom out and look at what you're good at, what you enjoy, and kind of look at the common denominators of things that worked for you in your career and seek that out. And then also, though, the devil says that you might be afraid to go backwards. Don't be afraid to like retrace your steps and call in a favor and be like, hey, I need to come back, you know? Yeah, rekindle the passion in the marriage. Yes. Yes. All right. I've got one from, oh, wait, hang on. Shit. Amanda C. Amanda Crisafulli. I said that right? She said, I'm sure it's too late this week, but I was wondering if you consider me for one of your readings on Sunday. Well, here you are. Ta-da. Right? Never too late. You never know. There's always a chance. All right, Amanda, it looks like we're sussing out some deception in life right now. We're sussing out where we might be rushing or hasty or picking up things that don't belong to you or being around the wrong people, perhaps. But yeah, Four of Wands, Queen of Cups, those two together, it's like focus on, it's like go home and take care of yourself, you know? That's really what it is. Go home and take care of yourself. Four of Wands energy. Focus on the home, the commitments that you already have, the space itself, the energy in the space, etc. And then Queen of Cups is about as you navigate change in your life, that you're focusing on your emotional need, you know, making your wellness a priority. Madam, do you readings for yourself every day? Every day. This one is from Jennifer. It says, good evening and happy Sunday. My name is Jennifer, and I'm hoping to be considered for a free reading tonight. I'm going through a lot since October and just hoping I'm on the correct path. Yeah. Let's see what we've got. All right. Well, yeah, you're kind of taking a leap of faith here. The Fool suggests that you're on it. You've begun a new journey. So yeah, you're on the right path. You just need to make sure that you're open to help and teamwork along the way. But going forward, it's slow and steady. It's temperance. It's everything in moderation. Nothing crazy. Don't jump the gun. Teamwork, collaboration, you know? And sometimes it can be enough. I talk about this all the time. It can be enough teamwork and collaboration to just let the systems that are in place for you do their jobs. Like let your friends be your friends, let your boss be your boss, let the bank be the bank, let the doctor be the doctor, like let them do what they do. Excuse me. Oh my God. That can be enough. You know, that can be enough of an expression of teamwork and collaboration. So you're on a leap of faith. You're on the right path, it seems. You just have to go slow and steady and do everything in moderation. Angie wrote in. It says, can I have a free reading during the Dear Madam Live? I'm super disappointed about my friend not spending quality time with me, and I don't know what I should do in this situation. I don't know if I should stop asking him or ask different questions. Thank you, Angie. Well, Ange, all relationships are about choice. And if you want this friendship, if you want to feel chosen by this friend, then you need to communicate that. Like, hey, that wasn't okay. Like, you gotta, like, what about the quality time we were going to spend together? What about that? Right. So, and if they refuse to answer or give you the emotional need that you have here, then that kind of speaks to your friendship, you know? So, Angie, you got to remember what you provide. A friendship, Queen of Pentacles energy. You got to remember what you provide. You're a good friend. You're a hot commodity, and people should want to be friends with you. But you should be an immovable object. I also wouldn't be surprised if he's an immovable object, but like, don't give up. Stand up and fight for what you want. Stand up for yourself and advocate for you and be like, no, that was not okay. I'll take an apology whenever the fuck you're ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't back down from that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Brenda wrote in as well and says, Dear Madam Adam, sending good wishes and positive energy and love and light to you and Dustin. Thank you. So I made it through the test a week on my own and gained independence and confidence. I'm sure the cards would say consistency. I'm hoping to work on creativity and my physical health, knowing you can't do health. My question is, where do I go for the next chapter in my own path? Okay. You've been watching the Annabelle movies? Those are so fun. Good for you. All right, Brenda, let's see. Where do you go for the next chapter in your path? Okay. Four of Swords, Four of Cups, Two of Swords. Rest. Rest the mind, rest the body. Four of Cups. Let people in. Know what you know. Have your pity party, feel your feelings, but remember who the fuck you are and like get up and do something about it. Let people in. Two of Swords energy as well. It's not about feelings right now. It's about what makes sense. It's about what's logical at this point. So yeah, the where you go next in your path is to make sure that you cultivate rest, that you find time to, if you're building consistency, as we said earlier, that you're also building consistent stopping points to rest and recuperate, you know? So yeah. Make sense? Definitely. Very good. Thank you all so much for watching. It's been a pleasure. We're still enjoying the live. I've got about 20 more minutes or so. I've got another email here. I'm open to taking some questions from the chat, but I'm also down to kind of end this a little early. I'm exhausted. But I do still want to make sure that you guys get your live, you know? All right, Carrie Ann. Hey, Madam Adam, I was hoping if you could consider me for a free read in the live tonight. I've been going through a tough few months and would be so grateful for some general advice. You bet. Let's see. All right, Carrie. Carrie, think about karma, okay? Think about the boomerang effect of your own energy. Think about how you can take steps and actions to control getting the outcomes that you're seeking in life right now. All right. Karma is just the oven. You build the batter, you put it in the oven, she spits out whatever you gave her, you know? So we need to kind of reevaluate your relationship with karma. Clean slate, Ace of Cups energy, clean slate, cleanse and forgive. Wash the past off you, forgive yourself for how hard you are on you. And then Four of Pentacles energy as well. Don't overdo it. Make sure that you're not overextended, that you're not spread too thin. We want to make sure that you're not giving too much energy, time, and money to shit that you can't control. You know, we want to make sure that you're aligned with who you are and your goals and what you hope to achieve for yourself right now. So pull back and be frugal, like I said, of where you're giving energy, money, and time. Think about the boomerang effect of your own energy. Control your own karma. Choose actions that are going to guarantee good things for you, and then have a regular daily routine of like cleanse and reset. You know, am I making sense? Thank you, Kieran. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. And we have resonance. Yes. Perfection. Bree H just wrote in. Hello, Madam Adam. Well wishes to you and yours. I've had a lot of anxiety with people messaging me that shouldn't be. They were told by a judge that they shouldn't be. Just looking for some guidance on how I should proceed with things. Well, I mean, it sounds like you need to let a judge know. It sounds like they crossed a line and you need to handle that legally. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like a legal issue, my friend. So let's see what I can tell you. Yeah, don't sit on this. Don't wait. Attack this shit head on. It's an immediate, oh hell no. It's an immediate no, you know. They made their bed, let them lie in it. You're not doing anything wrong. You are dealing with issues that you didn't ask for. It's like you were minding your own fucking business and they broke the rules. Well, you let people know, you know. And yeah, Six of Swords energy. This is going to be a process. This is going to be a process, a daily thing for you. You're going to have to daily consider what you carry with you, you know, your attitude, your mindset, making sure that you're not feeling defeated, that you're not feeling lost here, that you're taking decisive actions day to day. So it's going to be a process. But for now, this shit, no, you need to take action and let the judge know and let them deal with the repercussions of what they've done now, you know. Yeah. All right, friends, I'm about to fall asleep at this table, so I'm going to go actually. But thank you so much for writing in. It's been a pleasure. Hopefully next week will be a little bit better, but make sure you tune in for the content. Tomorrow is Monday Night Live. I wouldn't miss it for the world, so looking forward to that for sure. Thank you, friends. I really appreciate you. Thank you for spending time with me. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Monday Night Live on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Have a great night, friends. Thank you for flying Star Tours. Bye-bye.